Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Friday the 20th of November 2020. The time is 0522 London GMT. Asian session closed, European session firing up, our lunchtime, start of the US North American session. Well, just quick update on some trades that we did. We entered the euro long in a hedged position yesterday. Let's have a look. We went 1 unit short. So this is euro long, euro yen even. Did I say euro young? Anyway, we entered short at 122.858, and we entered 1.2 long at 122.924, and we incurred 6.6 points of slippage. The difference between the two basically, which was a combination of the spreads and getting in on the two separate accounts, which we talked about in how to trade the Forex Super Model part 2, and in part 3 we'll be talking about the whole process in a little bit more detail, the next stage. But that's enough of that. The other trades we're running are pound complex long trades, which are approximately 1810 points up at the moment. So they're holding their own. They're coming back. The peak was about 1950. So there you go. Let's get on with the daily briefing though. Right. So yesterday was the pound was negative, the dollar negative. That was Thursday, right? Yen and euro on the positive side, right? So euro was plus 54, yen was plus 20, dollar was minus 18, and the pound was minus 56. Now that was Thursday, the 19th of the 11th, which was yesterday. That was the flows for the whole day. So we can see that only just, because minus 56 is only marginally bigger than plus 54, the pound was the opposed negative driver. So that was opposed. It was opposed by the dollar, which was the negative rock. Got a positive mover in the yen and a positive secondary driver in the euro. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the educational videos on how to calculate complexes and so forth. Right. Now, intra-week flows. Now this is obviously the main reading for intra-week, because we're on Friday, it's the last day of the week. So let's look what intra-week were. It was dollar on the negative, euro, pound on the positive, and yen on the positive. Right, so let's have a look, put the figures in. 196 for the yen, plus 100 for the pound, euro minus 74, and the dollar was minus 222. So this was from Monday 16th open to about half an hour ago. So you can see that the dollar, again only marginally really, is the negative, so driver. It's opposed by the euro. The euro is the negative rock, pound is the positive mover, and the yen is the positive secondary driver. Right, just do the flows so far today and then we can talk about them quickly. So let's have a look. We've got yen on the negative, dollar, euro, and pound. Put figures in. We've got plus 45 on the pound, euro is plus 27, dollar is minus 18, and the yen is minus 54. So this is Friday today, Friday the 20th of the 11th to date. So that's the open to about half an hour ago. So we've got negative opposed driver on the yen. So that's opposed by the dollar. Negative rock for the dollar, plus mover, plus positive mover for the euro, positive secondary driver for the pound. Right, so let's make some sense of that then. Yesterday we had the pound just about negatively driving the market, with the euro on the up. So the bulk of the pound opposing negative flows went into positive flows into the euro. So that was yesterday. So far this week we've got dollar weakness just overcoming yen strength. So we've got the dollar acting as the opposed negative driver. The bulk of the negative dollar flows were going into the yen, and to a less extent the pound. Now, all this week we've been looking to say that the yen was going to weaken, and we're starting to see signs of yen weaknesses. And if you look at the flows so far today, then we've actually got the first tangible signs of yen weakness, which is the yen is the opposed negative driver today so far, minus 54, and those flows are going into the pound, which is very nice, and they're going to a less extent into the euro. And as we're net long the pound and the euro, then thank you very much. So that's what's sort of happening. What's going to knock this around today? Well, let's have a look at the data prints. Let's have a look. So we've got GBP Tier 2 retail sales. We've got Lagarde talking in a meeting again. Why not? For the ECB. We've got German Tier 2 production prices, and we've got the CAD retail sales, which is Tier 1. So there's a bit to knock us around, and in the background we've got American stimulus, moody election still in America, although it's gradually grinding out in Biden's favour, and we've got Brexit as always in the background, where they're even managing to have problems on the COVID front in the meetings. So that's all and the Brexit news sort of swings very marginally from negative noise to positive noise. So that's what's going to knock us around. So let's make some assessments of what's going to happen today then. So let's have a look then. So we're starting to get yen weakness. Remember, this has been a real struggle this week, and we actually entered, as I said, our hedged euro yen long, and which was hedged 20% long yesterday. We're about where are we? We're about 53 points up and down on the trade, so we're roughly at break even at the moment. So the euro yen has come up about 50-ish points from our entry, but because we're only 20% long, and we've got this slippage and transaction costs, spreads. Brain's not working this morning. And we've got spreads, a little bit of slippage of 6.6 points. Then we're at break even at that point. Right. So let's just make some space. Nail our colours to the mast today. What do we think's going to happen? Right. Well, that's what's happening so far today. Arguably, we think we're going to get a continuation of euro strength off the back of yen weakness. We're going to get backdoor flows into the euro. So backdoor flows into the euro, and the yen's going to continue to come off. Obviously, if we get a massive sell-off in equities, and we get a transmission which hammers the yen up again, but we don't feel that's very likely. We feel that if you looked at the price action on the equities yesterday, it was getting very, very violent and volatile. What time was that? That was around our just after. So the American market had been going for about an hour or so, and the US equities, S&P 500 particularly, was really thumping up and down. And if you looked at the 10-minute chart, it was, all the candles were like long tails and spiking. Everybody was getting in, getting out, getting stopped out, getting all the rest of it. Orders were being filled, stops were going out, the whole thing. That was a good signal for us that the market was repositioning to go up. Now, that with a yen transmission, that means you're likely to get yen weakness, which we were expecting anyway. So as a general thing, we're looking for yen weakness to actually happen properly. This is only really the start of it. Remember, the yen positioning is very high at the moment, so we're going to stick with our euro yen, which is so we're going to stick with our long. Well, we're in quite nicely, hopefully. We're going to stick with our long euro yen for our swing trade into next week now, and we think that's a good place to be. Obviously, we're going to stick with our pounds trades, which are more longer term. Some of those date back to over 6 weeks. So that's what we're going to do. So today, yen weakness and backdoor flows into the euro. Equities moody as usual, but we think they're going up. Thank you very much.